Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Hello, my dear students. How are you? Hope you are fine. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. However, today I will discuss about modifiers, and I think we have learned modifiers in different types of classes. Yet I will discuss it today as the short class. So follow me. At first, I will say to you that how will you learn modifier. Actually, what is called modifier? Modifier means the adjective functions. That means here we will learn, for example, noun, adjective, and verb. That means actually a student must try with his level best to practice with these three types of parts of speech. Part of speech, noun, adjective and verb. For the topic modifier, if a student learns how to modify the noun, how to modify the adjective and how to modify the verb, I think that student must be able to write down the answers for these questions. So, at first we have to be introduced with those functions which will help us to learn modifier. Noun. Actually, noun will be modified with adjective. That means always we have to modify the noun with adjective, and adjective also will be modified with adverb. Similarly, verb will be modified with adverb. That means you have to think that part of speech noun always will be modified with the help of adjective, and adjective will be modified with the help of adverb, and verb also will be modified with adverb. Now my question is to you, how will you identify or know the adjective? Adjective is such a part of speech which means the number, situation, good, bad, etc. That means adjective is always will mean some, good, bad, number, situation, condition, etc. Adverb is such a part of speech which always modifies the verb. That means a verb in any sentence is done according to the order of the subject and that subject always takes the help of an adverb to modify the verb in the sentence. That means a verb in the sentence is always modified with the part of speech adverb. Similarly, verb is modified with adverb. Now we will discuss it according to the order of these questions. For example, Ratul was a. Now the question is getting started. Modify the noun student in the class. My dear students, follow me. I have writing Ratul was a student in the class. Here the question is being asked, pre-modify the noun. Actually, we have learned with what kind of part of speech noun will be modified. That means pre-modify the noun. Here, student or Ratul. Ratul means student and student means Ratul. Here we will identify how student. How student. If the question is asked for any question to you, to this array, pre-modify the noun or use adjective to pre-modify the noun, you have to think that here we will use an adjective. Before using adjective before the noun, we have to identify the noun with the question how student. How student. If he was a good student. Here good is an adjective. Ratul was a good student in the class. That means noun student or Ratul got modified with the presence of adjective good. That means our answer is good. But if here article gets changed and, so after article and no consonant is used without being pronounced like vowel. So here Ratul was an honest. Ratul was an honest student. I will say to you, before changing or modifying the part of speech, you have to follow the presence of article before the noun in the sentence. Another example. Mr. Suman is a use adverb or the adjective use adverb or modify the adjective. Mr. Suman is a dash good farmer. Good farmer. So, like referred persons, here we also ask the adjective how good. How good? Very good. That means here we are being asked to modify the adjective. Our question may be asked us on the two ways: use adjective or modify the adjective. That means adjective always will be modified with adverb. Very is an adverb, and our answer is Mr. Sumon is a very good farmer. So I think if you follow this rule in every questions for modifier, your answer must be correct. Similarly, again we are saying Mr. Kamal post modify the verb. Mr. Kamal helps the poor students. Our question is post modify the verb. That means verb will be modified. Actually, we learn verb is also modified with adverb. So there are many adverbs in our English language, and any one of them we have to choose or set in the gap, and that will be according to the order of the verbs. Mr. Kamal always. Mr. Kamal always helps the poor students. Here always is an adverb, and in this way or on this way, if you complete your question for the topic modifier, I think your answer must be correct. That means you have to always remember yourself that noun will be modified with adjective, adjective will be modified with adverb, and verb also will be modified with adverb. Besides these, there are some questions which are separated from this, such as those questions are asking to use. That means use intensifier, use noun adjective, use gerund, use participle, use infinitive, use infinitive phrase. That means like this, there are numerous questions which will be learned by you separately. That means you have to learn indefinite phrase, you have to learn participle phrase, you have to learn gerund, you have to learn noun adjective. That means you have to learn intensifier. If you learn or if you become success in learning these kinds of rules. No problem will be faced to you to complete these kinds of questions. So I am ending my class here, and in the next class I will discuss with these topics again details. So everyone stay be safe, be alert. Assalamualaikum.